Welcome back. Well, the markets at this point in time a little in the green as far as the Sensex and the Nifty are concerned, but not so with the mid caps, which is clearly showing weakness, and almost even Steven, the red is to green, the number of advanced stocks to declining stocks. But the one stock that's going to capture attention is going to be the JSPL stock, down rather sharply, 10.3%. So let's straight away go to Mr. Ravi Uppal, Managing Director and CEO of JSPL, who joins us. Mr. Uppal, what's your first reaction on these coal block winning bids that have been taken away? Have you heard from the government?
Well, we did get a communication from the government on Saturday morning saying that our bids have not been accepted by them. It has come to us as a shocker because we thought we have put in bids which are very competitive, and they bring a lot of value to the government, both at the central level as well as the state level. So we are completely at a loss to understand what is the basis for rejecting. If somebody says that bids are low, that we do not agree with that, because I think given the status of the mines, given the challenges which are there, the quantum of what has to be done, and also the fact that the mines are already operational, I think the price quoted by us is very, very competitive. In this instance.
But didn't the government give you any reason for the rejection in that communication that you got?
Well, Joe, there's not much of reason given there. It is just a short message saying that our bids have not been accepted due to the low price. We have not been given a chance to explain as to what is, why the price is low or high. I think that once we have an opportunity to speak to the government, I'm sure that we will be able to, demonstrate to them that the bids bring a huge value to the government and they are very competitive.
That's quite unfortunate, Mr. Uppal. So what is the next course of action? I mean, what legal remedy will you sort out for now? What is the action you will pursue?
Well, we haven't decided the further course of action. We are looking at various options. The company's management board will be meeting today and the next couple of days, so we will decide about the next course of action. We would also request a meeting with the government so that we have a chance to understand their perspective as to why they have rejected our bids, and it should also give us an opportunity to speak to them and demonstrate to them that the bids really bring a huge value to them.
Any indication now on what will happen to these mines? I mean, will Coal India get them, or will they be re-auctioned?
Well, we haven't heard anything definitive from the government. I mean, there are all kind of reports which are appearing in the media. But what I understand is the government is still discussing what they want to do with these mines. And I think they would make it public in the days to come. So as of now, we have no information.
Okay. Well, what is the total inventory of coal that you have, and I mean, how long will it last?
Well, that given the quantum of coal that the power plants consume, there's a limit on how much inventory we can carry. So, we have, I can't give you exact number as of now, but I will suppose that we carry with us, stock which will last some weeks. But parallelly, that we have action underway to see how we can source coal from other options. In the past year we were also importing coal and we were buying the coal in auctions. We also keep our option open that in the mines which are going to come in for auction, we will participate in them as well. But I really hope that the government will consider the fact that 3,500 megawatt capacity is at stake, and these are the plants which are operating and are considered among the best operating plants in the country. So I'm sure the government, which is working so hard to get the stalled projects going, they will not let anything happen which will get operating plants into non-operating assets. So I'm sure they're very sensitive about it, and I have a huge regard and faith in the government.
Take your point, Mr. Uppal. But I was just, even if you can't give us the entire inventory number, can you tell us how many months your coal stocks will last?
Well, I can assure you that the company's management is, very engaged on this subject. We will take any and every step to make sure that the plants continue to operate. It will be a huge challenge, but we will take every possible measure to see the plants remain operative. But as I said, that I'm still sanguine that the government would not like to see this capacity go out of action.
Okay. What is the current linkage that JSPL has with Coal India, and how much are you getting?
Well, you know that we have the linkage for our EUP2, which are 2 units of 600 megawatt, and as per the linkage scheme, we get around 65% of the total capacity that we have, so we are getting the coal for the EUP2, but we have no coal linkage for EUP1 and EUP3. That is the reason why we had quoted for those mines, so that we have source of supply for EUP1 and EUP3.
Okay, then finally, before we let you go, just talking about the steel plant requirements, which are the mines that you are looking at bidding for in particular?
Well, you know, as far as the mines for steel are concerned, you know that there are some mines which are earmarked for the steel sector, which I believe will be auctioned towards the end of April, early May. So we will certainly participate in those mines. So those mines are located close to our steel plants. But you know, we also use a lot of coking coal for our steel production, which we import in any case. So that supply continues without interruption, and that coal we import from our mines in Australia and Mozambique. So, and the JSPL in the recent years are leaning more and more towards the blast furnace route, where our dependence on thermal coal reduces, and we go more and more towards the coking coal. So I think, you know, we are, you know, constantly trying to see how the coal can be, thermal coal can also be secured for the steel plants to the extent that it is required.
All right, we leave it at that, Mr. Uppal, and all the very best to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, that's disappointed JSPL, and we will have to see whether they're able to convince the government, and what is the next